Hello, people. It's your boy Benji back again with another transfer video. Hope you guys are all well. Just before we start, if everyone can slap a like on this video and also subscribe. I believe before recording we're on 449 subscribers, which is a massive achievement for this channel. We're only going to get better. And the more people that subscribe, the more content we'll be bringing out, and the more stuff we'll be doing for you guys, especially. There's only one place to start, and that is with Jadon Sancho. We're always following the Jadon Sancho moves. So the latest has come out is that one of the Glazers, Joe Glazer, has actually he's the one that needs to sign off the paper for us to sign Jadon Sancho. A lot of the reports are saying that it's Joe Glazer's fault for us not putting in a bid for Jadon Sancho, and for me personally, a lot of it is the blame game where everyone's blaming each other. So people are blaming Woodward, people are blaming Judge, people are blaming Ollie, people are blaming Joe Glazer. And one of the things with Manchester United is that there's no clear instruction to who is, or clear direction to who is the one dealing with the transfers. Obviously, at other clubs, you have a clear director of football, technical director, etc., etc., etc. But at Manchester United, we just have a lot of people that do a lot of stuff. And this is the reason why, guys, we should get a director of football, because the Seville team, I believe the director of football's name is Monchi, and he was able to sign them 9 players in the summer. So it is possible to sign a lot of players, but you have to have the right personnel, the right people in charge, and obviously you have to have the funds available. But if you have the right personnel, the right people in charge, anything's possible. The same way Arsenal signed Pepe, they signed who else they signed in summer, and a few other players. I can't remember who they signed in the summer. Um, but that's because they had a director of football, they had a structure in place, and then the manager said, "These are my targets," and they were able to go out and get them from early. Because the thing is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the one that deals with all of that stuff. But during the season, he has to focus on Manchester United, and it's been a very stressful season as well for him. So I can't imagine him having a lot of meetings about transfers, especially when um, he didn't know he was going to be in the Champions League, because the transfer targets will change, whether in the Champions League or in the Europa League. And also, he didn't know his budget as well due to the COVID situation. So I feel like if there was other people doing the deals, we would have got at least 3 or 4 deals done by now, like the other top clubs do. Bayern Munich, they signed all their players in January. Barcelona, they signed their players in January as well, but then they announce it sometimes in the summer. That's how a top club moves, and I feel like Manchester United with Jadon Sancho, we're going to end up embarrassing ourselves once again. I hope not, but it looks like we are. The same way we embarrassed ourselves with the Paulo Dybala deal, I feel like with this Jadon Sancho deal, we're going to embarrass ourselves even more. So I've decided to find some alternatives that I feel like are realistic transfers that Manchester United should go for, just in case the Jadon Sancho deal falls through. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section who you would prefer to have. At number 5, Kingsley Coman. With Leroy Sané joining Bayern Munich, I feel like Kingsley Coman would be a fantastic um, addition to our squad. Of course, he's not Jadon Sancho, but at the end of the day, he's a serial winner. Um, he's probably won more trophies than every player at our club. Um, he can get you some goals. He can get you assists. He's got a shot. He's got a cross. He's got a pace as well. And I feel like him playing on the right will add a bit more directness to our squad, because we lack players that can actually run at the defence. Marshall and Rashford, they're good, but they don't run directly in the defence all the time. We need players that can actually do that more often than not. Um, and I feel like with Kingsley Coman there, he's now what with Sane there, he's probably the third best winger, maybe fourth best winger, because Perisic is there. But his only problem is that he is injury prone, guys. Kingsley Coman is very injury prone. Um, he's been injured for had a couple ACL injuries, and he's damaged his foot a couple times. A lot of stuff has happened to him over the past few years. He's been injured for a year before. So I would not go near Kingsley Coman at all because of his injury record. Because we don't need another Sanchez or another someone. We need a player that's going to come in and actually play 30 to 40 games for us this season. So that's Kingsley Coman. Next one is David Brooks, and I feel like it's more for a Jack Grealish replacement. And I feel like if we get him instead of Jack Grealish, I wouldn't really be too fast. It's whether we get him instead of Sancho, because Jack Grealish and David Brooks are kind of similar players. Um, Brooks just has the potential to get that many numbers as well. He will cost us cheaper. Um, we've seen in the region of 25 million, hopefully. I'm seeing some reports say 40 million, but I think a £20 million bid for him will be fantastic business. And I feel like it's possible for us um, to do that. I feel like it's possible for us to put in the bid. I feel like it's possible for us to change. I feel like it's possible for us to add him to our squad. But he's not a replacement for Jadon Sancho. He has to be a replacement for Jack Grealish because we don't know the price for Jack Grealish at the moment. But the reports are saying £80 million, and I believe that a top club would have spoken to Aston Villa in January and said, "Okay, look, we'll let you keep Grealish to the end of the year, keep them up, then we'll take him in the summer for 30, 40 million." And Manchester United have not done that. Manchester United have not spoken to any of their agents. Manchester United have not moved in for business. And this is why we lack so far behind a lot of the top clubs, because we don't get our business done early. But that's something for another day. The second person I think should replace um, is Usmaan Dembele. Now I know that he's very injury prone as well, but it's going to be very, very difficult to acquire him because he is Barcelona's future. Barcelona regarded very, very highly. He's regarded very, very highly in France and Spain. In England, he's rated quite highly as well, but he's another one that's injury prone. Um, I feel like if he stays fit, he could possibly be one of the, if not the best right winger in the world. He has everything. He has the pace, the dribbling, the drive, the skills. He's just what he's finishing. He's going to get assists. He's a tricky winger. He's one of the people that I played fullback myself at a decent level. To be fair, I would never want to play against Dembele because he's got frightening pace. One of the things as a fullback, the worst thing you can ever do is have a fullback that has pace and that wants to run behind you. It's easier to play against a David Brooks where he wants the ball in the middle and you can kind of get tight to him. But if it's always someone trying to spin him behind, it can become a massive problem for defenders. And I feel like Manchester United, we need to go down the route of having genuine pace and genuine wingers on the right and the left, because when we used to have Mata, Pereira, and stuff like that, there's literally no pace between the two of them, and it slows down a lot of our play. It slows down a lot of our counter attacks, and I feel like if we can get someone that's not as fast as Daniel James, but he's quite quick, but he's better than Daniel James, I feel like it will suit Ollie's counter attacking system, especially well in the Champions League and in the other um, competitions. Another person that I think just might take a punt on is Wilfred Zaha. Now, I'm not a fan of Wilfred Zaha. If you know me, I don't like him at all. I think he's very overrated. Going to cost you a fortune. But if they're saying that he's going to cost 40 million in the summer, and Manchester United have a 25% off, which means that we can probably get for like 30 million roughly in the summer. I would take him for a summer and use that money to improve the rest of the squad. One of these days, I'll do a 140 million transfer budget with a few other people. So we'll talk about who we will sign for 140 million pounds. Um, I feel like for 30 million pounds, he's a snip. Um, Not a snip, but he will do a job for the year. Um, he's not quite seeing the Sancho. He's not the level of Kingsley Coman and Co, but he does stay fit. He knows the Premier League. Wouldn't take him time to adjust. And £30 million is not a bad deal for someone of Wolf and Zaha's quality. Um, he'll be able to get some goals, he'll be able to get some assists. Yeah, I think he can work hard off the ball as well. He's got a lot of tricks as well. That's another thing we need at Old Trafford. We need more tricks, and we need more players that can excite us and get us off our feet. Even if you're watching at home for the TV, which more people do, we need someone that can get us off our feet, someone that can get us excited for the season ahead. And I thought Wolf Zaha, with his tricks, he can do that. For me personally, I wouldn't sign him, but he's someone that we should look into as a club. The fourth person, sorry, I believe, if it's fourth, is Adama Traore. Now, a lot of people are saying Adama Traore should come to Manchester United. I don't think we should go anywhere near Robocop. I call it Robocop for a reason. I feel like he's just big. He's just a big Daniel James, and he wouldn't add to our fluid system where the forwards are rotating and moving around. He'll just be stuck on the right wing like a tree, and he'll just be there for the rest of the game. And I personally do not want him anywhere near Manchester United Football Club. We had Valencia for so many years. Valencia was a good player, don't get me wrong, but I prefer to have someone that has more trickery, um, better at better at better at their deliveries, more end products as well, and a player that's more exciting to watch. I don't really when I watch Robocop, I mean, Damatroy play, I just don't really get excited. For me personally, he's got a couple of dribbles on Twitter and stuff, but I just don't think he's that guy to take us to the next level. And Wolves are saying £70 million. Now, if you're asking for £70 million for someone that's going to get 5 goals and maybe 6, 7, 8 assists in the season, no, thank you. There's no point. You might as well just go get Jadon Sancho for that amount of money. Adama Traore for me is a fact X. I would not go near him with a barge pole. But one player I would go near is Memphis Depay. Now, Memphis Depay will cost us 35 million, I believe, because we have a buyback clause. He will cost us in the cheap. Fantastic player, class player, goals, assists, movement, pace, finishing, arrogance as well. We need them type of players. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play up front. If we have Memphis Depay, we are laughing. I mean, Marshall, Rashford, Depay, Greenwood, a fantastic lineup for me. Fantastic set of forwards. Depay has now grown. His body's matured. His mentality's matured. A lot of stuff about him has actually matured. So I really feel like we should go for Memphis Depay. He's on the cheap. Why is this obsession that we have to go and spend players or buy players that are like 40, 50, 70 million pounds every time? No, we don't. Manchester United Football Club should be doing deals like how Bayern Munich are doing it, 40 million tops for any player, and not go look desperate. That's why that's why Jadon Sancho is taking so long, because we bought Harry Maguire for 80 million the summer before, and you think that Jadon Sancho is going to go less than Harry Maguire? Fat chance. Harry Maguire has maybe a level or two up to go. Sancho can go up 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 levels. So we shoot ourselves in the foot. But I see Depay as a fantastic signing for me personally. Just a shout out to Federico Chiesa, another player who I would perfectly love at Manchester United. Probably cost us 30, 40 million in this current climate. Can play up front, can play on the right, can play on the left. Fantastic signing, can get you goals, can get you assists. For £30 million, I would love to have him at our club. So there have it, your top 5 Sancho. Sorry. The top 5 Sancho replacements. I feel like we need to start looking at the other replacements. If we're not going to put the money up, like I said, put up or shut up. If we're not going to put the money up, let's go and get more players. Let's go and find 3 or 4 more players that can come in and improve the squad. And obviously, in another video, maybe the weekend, I'll show you the 3 or 4 players that we can actually sign, or even 4 or 5 with the quoted prices and the £140 million transfer budget, which I would sign for Manchester United. Just some reports, which I don't believe. Gabriel, the centre back, I'm not going to pronounce his second name because I don't know how to. He has been touted at Manchester United. And I believe that, he has been touted at Manchester United. I believe that DiMarzio, who works with Fabrizio, has tweeted out that Manchester are making a late bid for Gabriel. What do I think? I don't think it's true. Personally, I don't think it's true. I think they're trying to just hurry up Gabriel to make a decision, because if Napoli sign him, they can sell Koulibaly. So it's like everything in the transfer market. It's about the domino effect. So I believe that Ozil left what team? Ozil left Real Madrid, then Bale went to Madrid. So sometimes some teams have to sell before they can even buy, and I feel like Napoli are looking to sell Koulibaly. He's 29. He can cost 70, 80 million, and Man City are looking to buy him. So they want Gabriel, and I feel like people are briefing the press that Manchester United are coming in, PSG are coming in, and I really don't believe that. But he will be a good player, a good addition to our squad. But I really don't believe that. I feel like his eyes and his mind is set on Arsenal, where he can go in. He'll probably start 100% because they don't have a left-footed centre back. They don't really have any centre backs, to be fair. He will definitely be a starter. He'll get a lot of game time due to the Europa League football, and I feel like he would suit their football a bit better because he is a decent ball player centre back. For me, I don't buy into that at all. I feel like a lot of clubs, a lot of agents, they like to use Manchester United as like some kind of sweetening in the pot. Like they just add the name Manchester United interested, so then someone else can bid more money or someone else can feel a bit, you know. But I also need to remind these agents that we're not Manchester United 7 years ago, where we're such an attractive club. We're probably the top 15 most attractive clubs at the moment for people to go to. So that tactic doesn't really work anymore. To be fair. But I think that he will go to Arsenal personally. The last one I want to talk about is the loan to PSG. Now all over Twitter, and I don't know why our fan base does it. All over Twitter, people are saying, "Oh, the low or Wan-Bissaka, or the low or whatever." I just think it's complete nonsense. Like, let them both do what they need to do. Do everyone knows the low is better in attack and Wan-Bissaka is better in defense? I feel like the low should stay. I feel like he offers us more than Brandon Williams, 110% going forward. Got the best cross at the club. I feel like he can improve Wan-Bissaka as well, but he just doesn't have the right coaching and the right system to allow him to thrive. If he does go to PSG, I don't know who their right back is. I think it's Kaha at the moment. I don't know if their right back is injured because I don't really follow them like that. But if their right back is going to be him, he would be a fantastic addition for the side. He'll be going up and down the flank, putting in crosses for Neymar, Mbappe, Cardi with his fantastic movement. And I'm sure he'll probably get you 6, 7, 8 assists in that one season in PSG due to the quality of their forwards, due to the quality of the movement. And I just feel like we have Manchester United, we have a good, decent squad, but we don't utilize the players enough. A lot of the players, if you're not going to utilize them, only just sell them. But it's going to come back to bite you in the bum, as we see with Lukaku and stuff. Of course, we wanted them to go, but you can see that with a better manager, with a better system, they play better. Even look at Thomas Lemar, for example, at Atletico Madrid. The whole world really kind of wanted Thomas Lemar before he went to Madrid. He went to Madrid for like 70, 80 million pounds. No goals, no assists all season. But he's still a class player, and I feel like it depends on your manager. It depends how good your career goes. So that's enough from me. Please do like, follow, share. I'll give you everyone a task. Share to 5 friends. Manchester United fans. Share to all your Man United group chats that you have. We're gonna. If you have any suggestions for videos, put it in the comments below. We're a very flexible channel. We cater to your needs, not to our own needs. We cater to your needs, so we try and make you guys happy as much as possible. So that's your boy Benji. Peace.